What is up, our National Western Shooters members and viewers? This is Scott TCKO, Will Phil number, the owner and chairman of the National Western Shooters. And today, I'm going to give you my recap and review of Lucha Underground Season 3, Episode 14, the Bulls of Boyle Heights. And it was yet a fantastic episode. Okay, let's begin with the recap, shall we? The opening scene of the show takes place in Dario Cueto's office. In walks Angelico. He tells Dario that he wants Mundo tonight. He doesn't care if it's for the Lucha Underground Championship or not. Dario says that he would love to book that match, but Mundo's lawyers are real sharks. They have a restraining order against Angelico. Angelico says that maybe he should lawyer up too, considering that the Worldwide Underground violently attacked him twice. Angelico tells Dario that he is responsible because he didn't do a damn thing about it. Dario tells Angelico it isn't his fault, that everyone knows the dangers involved in the temple. Angelico agrees, and Dario attempts to shake his hand. Angelico grabs Dario and says that when it is Dario's fault, he will give Cueto the foul of angels through his desk. After being threatened, Dario agrees to give Angelico a match against Mundo, but there's a catch. He must compete in the Battle of the Bulls tournament. The winner gets a Lucha Underground Championship match against Mundo. Angelico agrees to the opportunity, promises that Mundo is going to need an undertaker rather than lawyers after he is finished with him. Angelico leaves the office. Dario smiles and calls him stupid. We are now in the temple. The house band is playing This Is Awesome in Spanish. Matt starts him downhill into the show at ringside. They go over Dario Cueto's new Battle of the Bulls tournament concept. There will be 4 fatal 4-way matches, each of them being one fall to a finish. The winners of the 4 matches will go on to face each other in a final fatal 4-way match that will be elimination style. The winner of the match will become the number 1 contender to the Lucha Underground Championship. Battle of the Bulls tournament, first round. Cage versus Tiano versus Dr. Wagner versus Joey Ryan. During the match introductions, Famous Speed grabs the mic to intro his client, Dr. Wagner Jr. Cage cuts him off and in mid-sentence knocks him down from behind. Joey Ryan is in full sleaze mode here, giving himself a baby oil shower prior to the match. Cage and Tiano are currently in the best of 5 series where Cage leads 2-1. They both been promised an ultimate opportunity by Dario Cueto. Neither man was in Aztec Warfare 3, so this is the best shot at getting a World Championship match. They are probably still unaware of Cueto's opportunity actually is, and they are probably not going to be happy when they find out. Unique match here with concerning styles from all 4 competitors. Tiano grabs his bulwark from ringside and whips Cage early on. Striker calls Texans since Tiano's of a sandpaper snake. There are no DQs in these matches. Tiano then leaps onto Wyatt and Wagner at ringside. Cage follows suit and goes for the air himself, and moonsaults and everyone at ringside. All 4 men end up brawling on the outside for a while. The pace of the match slows down to considerably. Dr. Wagner Jr. is the first man up and begins to build momentum. He goes after his long-time rival Tiano, ends up giving him a cutter off the top rope. Wagner goes after Rhino. He hits a Samoan drop on him. Joey Ryan battles back and hits 2 impressive moves on Tiano and Wagner Jr. A cradle suplex followed by a spine buster goes for a cover, but Cage breaks it up. The machine overpowers Ryan and takes him to the top rope. Ryan counters Cage and hits a swinging neckbreaker off the top rope, Honky Tonk Man style. This nets Ryan a close palm to Cage. Tiano, Ryan, Wagner battle to the top rope. Cage follows them and then ends up displaying this great power by performing the Tower of Doom slam on all of them off the top rope. Cage is up after the first big fall. Famous Speed gets on the apron and grabs Cage. He gets thrown in the ring by the machine. Cage lifts B and Wagner up at the same time and hits a fall-away slam on them. The pace picks up now. Joey Ryan super kicks Cage while Tiano has him up in the air. Wagner spears Ryan. Tiano then goes after Wagner and hits several strikes on him. Tiano then powerbombs Ryan, covers him. Cage breaks up the account. He hits Tiano with his own bulwark, and he then covers for Wyatt and steals the victory. Cage defeats Joey Wyatt, Tiano, and Dr. Wagner to advance in the Battle of the Bulls tournament. When the show returns from the break, former Lucha Underground champion Sexy Star is in Dario Cueto's office. Dario tells her that he respects and likes her as a fighter, says that they have a lot in common. Since they both have had troubled pasts, Cueto offers Sexy a unique opportunity tonight, that she doesn't have to compete in the Battle of the Bulls to get a title back. That instead she will face PJ Black, whom he labels as the only gringo that Star hasn't faced one-on-one in the Worldwide Underground. If Star beats Black, she will get a rematch with Mundo for the Lucha Underground Championship. Sexy is pleased with Dario's decision and calls the music to her ears. Dario says that if Sexy beats PJ Black, her rematch with Mundo will be in a steel cage match. There is a catch though. If Sexy loses to PJ, she will never get a World Championship match before leaving. Sexy tells Cueto that they may have escaped his troubled past, but he is not careful, he will have a troubled future. The camera pans on the temple and heads to the LAPD headquarters. Agent Wise is in his captain's office. He reveals that the undercover operation is over, because Dario knows that he is a rat, that his cover is blown. Captain Vasquez says that Castro has to go back and going deeper undercover at the temple. She gives Agent Wines a mask and says he will return to the temple as a whole new man. Sexy Star versus PJ Black. The story of this match is how Sexy is more aggressive than usual. On a mission to get a LU title back, Sexy is one step ahead of PJ early on. Black resorts to dirty tactics to gain the advantage, then takes the air. Star battles back and hits a Hurricane Rana on PJ. She attempts to tilt a Roro head scissors. Black catches her in mid and suplexes her face first. He then proceeds to stop on and step on Star's head and attempts to take her mask off. PJ starts clowning around with Sexy. She puts it in a pendulum swing and swings her head first into the bottom turnbuckle. Walking back and forth while doing as Black continues to control the match, he ends up hitting a brainbuster on Sexy, follows it up with a springboard moonsault. PJ Black starts showboating. He needs the top rope, but Sexy has recovered. She goes after PJ and starts hitting him with several strikes. She hits one on him off the top, but PJ rolls through the mat. Transitions into what Striker calls a Styles Clash move. This leads to a near fall. Black is now frustrated. Sexy battles back and hits Black with several strikes and follows up with a spike DDT. Jack winning the match, I guess. Yeah. Jack Evans has arrived on the scene. He throws a baseball bat into the ring and he ends up holding Star on the apron. Black goes to super kick Sexy, but she moves out of the way and Evans eats the kick. Sexy rolls Black with a sunset flip and pins him. Sexy Star defeats PJ Black by pinfall. By the virtue of the victory, Star has earned the LU title match against Johnny Mundo. Match striking commentary is unaware of Cueto's deal with Sexy, so he suggests that maybe she will have to face the winner of the Battle of the Bulls tournament. A video airs with Cobra Moon giving the history behind her tribe. Cobra is sitting on a phone in the shape of a cobra, while two figures are bowing before her. Cobra walks in and talks about how her tribe has 3 generals who were defeated in the Great War. They were defeated because one of their 3 generals deserted them. That 2 of the figures kneeling before her are the remaining generals who survived. They both rise before the queen, both on a dragon serpent type mask. Cobra says that she wants these 2 generals to bring it the man who was once a dragon, to bring him back the man who deserved their tribe. Back in the break, Dario Cueto is in the bowels of the temple. He is the fifth brother, Mantanza, who is locked up in his cell. Dario says that this is Mantanza's last chance to be in the Battle of the Bulls tournament. Mantanza yells Rey. Dario says he will give Rey Mysterio to Mantanza in the future. He tells him that his protege, Dragon Azteca Jr. is back, and that he will be in the tournament tonight. Dario tries to give his brother a lesson of what happens when you are blinded by revenge. How Azteca Jr. had his arm broken, nearly his career ended as a result of it. Mantanza reaches out to Dario from the bars. Dio says that he hopes that Matanza is smart enough not to make the same mistake. Matanza whams Dio Cueto's head into the steel bars and knocks him out. Matanza reaches for Dio's key to attempt to escape as the show returns to the temple. That was a very, very brutal scene. It was like watching a TV show, pretty much what Lucha Underground is, and that's what I like about stuff like that. Battles of the Bulls Tournament first round. The Mac versus El Juggy Azteca versus Marty and Mott versus Martinez Mil Muertes. Chaotic and shorter, the usual Lucha Underground main event. Mil Muertes dominates the early going, taking out all three men. The Mac and Marty end up teaming together against Mil. They also take down Azteca. They double teaming of Mac and Marty. Backfires when Mac accidentally hits Martinez with a high knee. The Mac and Azteca go at it one-on-one. Azteca Jr. hits a beautiful leaping DDT on the Mac. Muertes is back in the ring. He spares Azteca with the Reaper's Trident, Marty, and the Mac then takes turns going after Muertes with mixed results. The Mac and Azteca end up on the outside of the ring. Muertes tosses Marty to the apron and ends up spearing him through the ropes and onto the Mac and Azteca outside. Muertes and Azteca back up first and head to the ring. Muertes knocks down Dragon Azteca with a straight right hand, and in comes the Mac. He hits a stun on Muertes. Marty is in and hits a cut on Muertes. All three of Neo's opportunities focus their attention for him. The allegiance doesn't last as Azteca ends up knocking both Mac and Mop to the outside with kicks. Neo is back up and grabs Azteca, goes for a powerbomb. Azteca counters it and hits a one on Muertes. That sends him face first into the turnbuckle. Azteca helps the top and hits a 450 smash on Neo. Rather than covering Neo, he then goes for another aerial move. Out comes the monster maintains the cradle. He goes right after Azteca, powerbombs him off the top rope and onto Muertes. Mantanza hits a Wrath of Gods on Dragon Azteca. Dario has arrived at ringside. He has a towel covered in blood over his face. Cueto is holding up the key and is calling to Mantanza to return to him. Mantanza actually leaves and follows Cueto to the back. Meanwhile, back in the ring, the Mac hits a stunner on Marty and pins him to win the match. The Mac defeats Marty Martinez, Mil Muertes, and Dragon Azteca to win advance in the Battle of the Bulls tournament. And the show ends with Mac celebrating his victory. And I would give this episode 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, way up. I really, really enjoyed season 3. I liked how Mantanza knocked his brother Dario Cueto out by whamming his head into steel bars. I mean, that was pretty brutal, and Dario ended up bleeding from that. That was pretty brutal. But anyway, this is a great episode. Like I said, I give this episode 5 stars, 2 thumbs up. With comment down below in the comment section. Tell me what you thought of Lucha Underground season 3. Season 3, episode 14 entitled the Bulls of Boyle Heights. Anyways, subscribe to National Wrestling Shooters, NWS Revolution, NWS Network, NWS Gaming Channel, my channel, Will Fan Number 1, my best close friend, BB717, JH Films, Content 14, subscribe to Global Smith Entertainment, and Godzilla Hawk. And subscribe to Ben Suso. You stay classy, live long and prosper, and peace out.